Hello everyone, today I will give you the overview of critical path method, a project modeling technique. Critical path method helps in streamline the planning and estimating process. It is a statistical technique used to manage the task of various projects. There are two methods which we are usually aware of: PERT, Program Evaluation and Review Technique, and CPM, Critical Path Method. They both are similar but have overlapping approaches. Also, they both have different representation. PERT method manages uncertain tasks of the projects. It used to control the time, whereas CPM to control cost and time. PERT method is for the research and development projects, whereas CPM is for the construction projects and the project of repeatable tasks. In PERT method, performance measured based on events, whereas CPM based on the activities. Here we can see the example that in the PERT method shows the activities on arrows with the nodes to represent how the activities connect to one another. In CPM shows the activities as nodes, usually represented by boxes with arrows, shows the logical links between them. Here are the steps for critical path method. First, specify each activity. Second, sequence the activities. Third, draw the network diagram. Fourth, estimate activity duration. And fifth, identify the critical path. In this slide, I have taken an example of how CPM will get calculated. In this table, we have different columns showing stages, duration, predecessor, and delay. Each of the stages are mentioned under the column stages, and along with it, each of the stages have different duration. And predecessor column have the stage name on which the stages have a dependency on the previous stages. Along with it, we have a delay. For an example, let's say stage B have the duration of 1.5 months but have a dependency on stage A, which means that stage A need to be completed on time before starting the stage B. Similarly, for stage D have dependency on A and B, hence these two stages have to be completed before we jump into stage D. Here's a diagram based on the table which I have created showing you that how CPM is getting calculated. The boxes highlighted in blue showing you the path of CPM. The arrows we are showing are based on the predecessor column, that is, the stage D have a dependency on A and B, hence both the arrows are coming from A and B. Similarly, stage H have dependency on F and G, hence both arrows are coming from different stages. In each of the boxes, I have written the duration based on the column duration mentioned in the table. Also, the delay which is mentioned against the stage G, that is the 5 months, hence the 5 months is mentioned on the arrow. Now we can see the longest route, that is the boxes highlighted in blue. Stage A, B, D, E, F, G, H, I. That is the route consisting of the longest duration. Hence the CPM will get calculated based on the longest path. In this example, the longest path is 48 months based on the duration plus delay. We have not covered the stage C because stage C is the last node passing from stage B, and the shortest route is A, B and C, that is 2 plus 2 plus 1.5. Hence the CPM is A, B, D, E, G, H and I. Please let me know if you like my video. Please like, share and subscribe. Also do comment in the comment section below. Thank you.